always get caught in the rain.
Now a nigga really starting to understand what's going on. It was all in front of me. I just had to go get it. Look. Look. Said I'ma make bail tonight. I'ma cause hell, I might. Roll through the city, bad little bitty. She gave me head on sight. And I gotta save for out. I'm tryna make it out. Won't do the shit for.
Hey, we are back here in the break room for episode 63. 63.
63.
Yeah, man. So we back with another one, man. Me and your boy Evan, man. We missed out on last week. But yeah, so yeah, we here. We here now. Everything been good with you, man?
You know, just knee deep into football season right now. Well, we got 5-1. So hey, things are looking good. Eagles are 4-0. Ohio State is beating every team by at least double digits. So football season so far, so good for me at least. How about you? How's your team doing?
Everything's. I mean, I'm a Houston fan, bro. So you know, every football season for the last 4 or 5 years has been awful. But as far as my fantasy, I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing now.
I love to hear that.
Mike Evans is off of suspension, which is also great. Him and Tom Brady finally balled. So it's been cool. Allen Robinson is still I can't even blame him. I blame it on the Rams underutilizing him. But other than that, man, everything is cool. Everything is cool. I mean, I'm getting neck deep in. I told you midterms are coming up for my grad school program. But other than that, man, it's been all right. It's been cool.
That's good. You know, Allen Robinson, in it was the first 2 weeks or whatever, 25% of his routes were hitches.
You what?
It's awful.
Yeah, that's I'm not saying he's as underutilized as DeAndre Hopkins, but it's pretty bad.
Bro, not enough targets, bro, because he's a contested receiver. Like the 50-50 ball is him. But Matt Stafford not even giving him a chance, but hey, whatever, you know.
I mean, the whole NFC West is sitting at 2-2 right now. Who would have thought that?
Right? But before we get into the NFL, though, you know, speaking about the whole NFC West being 2-2 and it being a fight for who's number one and who's the best and who's the better man, you know. Jordan Poole, Draymond. You like that one? That was good.
That was pretty good. I laughed as soon as you said the word fight, and I was like, I know where he's going with this one.
Yeah, so Jordan Poole and Draymond. First of all, how does that video get leaked? That's what I want to know. How much did he get paid for that?
I don't know. Somebody at TMZ must have came with a bag.
Man, like you came up hit hard with that one. Like he got the whole video of him getting like walking up to him, bumping him in the chest. I'm gonna try to drop that video in there if I can. Then just stuck him.
I want to know what, because Jordan Poole wasn't even looking at Draymond. He was looking over here, and then Draymond walked up on him. Mm-hmm. Of course, we all want to know what he said.
Yeah. I don't know. What you think it could have been? I don't know. I feel like it's how you a vet but get benched in the finals game. How you want to make a deal? I don't know, because we know Draymond's next year is his player option. Then after that, he's a free agent.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it maybe a handful of pods ago about his, possible extension or what that would look like or when it would happen. After this, if they're fed up with Draymond, that might be like his final straw. I'm not saying they're going to immediately trade him or cut him or anything like that, but unless Jordan Poole said something like completely outlandish, this is going to come back on Draymond. And I can't wait for him to talk about it on this podcast. He'd be like, well, he was kind of running his mouth a little bit. Draymond will get into his explanation. So I think we're all patiently waiting for that.
Yeah, we're going to see, man. And think about – so Draymond was already said he's been open to, like, going to the Lakers. Like, that's already been reported. What place would he even have there? Draymond is, 32? 33? Something like that? I don't see a place where we talked about this when we brought up Draymond's contract and all the other contracts they need to sign with the younger guys and everything, but I don't see a place. And not saying that Draymond isn't something defensively, but I don't see a place for him really anywhere. I can see him. He can be a great veteran leader on a team, but not a heavy contributor on offense, which is what a lot of teams are lacking. And so just, still
going to be a great fit for the Charlotte Hornets.
And to not go anywhere, but yeah, I mean, so if we know this will all blow back on Draymond, what good thing could this happen? Like, is this going to benefit Jordan Poole in any kind of way? Because his contract extension is coming up too.
It's completely. It was like frozen.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, he's not making any kind of expression, but
I was saying he would be a great fit for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. But what I was saying, you probably couldn't hear me because it's frozen. But like, I was talking about with Jordan Poole. So with Jordan Poole, we know that his contract is about to end pretty soon too. And so, could this help him in any kind of way? Looking for an extension, like let's say like let's say like
it'll help him.
Let's say like this. Throw it in a hypothetical. So let's say that okay, Jordan took a shot from Draymond. He didn't retaliate, and let's say he doesn't in the future, and he doesn't even retaliate to Draymond in the media, right? He says nothing about it, keeps it cool, and people are gonna stir up things, and so he could probably bring up to the table, hey, I'm a team player. I let a vet who's been with the organization for years assault me. You know what I mean? And I didn't say anything about it, and I contribute more than him on offense.
That's a lot of baggage for him not to bring up. If Jordan Poole can go the whole season without mentioning a breath to it, I mean, if he dismissed it, be like, all right, moved on from it, whatever, that's fine. But as far as like the stuff you're saying, like if he were to like come out and say that, or if he didn't come out and say that for a whole season, Jordan Poole's a better man than I am.
Right. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking at the negotiation table when it comes to a contract extension, what kind of role that will play.
I mean, it would probably show a lot of maturity and stuff, and especially with Jordan Poole and the way he plays the game. I'm sure that would probably be a good look for him. I don't think it would help him too much. I'm not saying he's gonna come get a bigger bag or we're gonna do a 4-year instead of a 2-year, nothing like that. But I mean, it would just be like a beneficial look for him. But I don't think it's going to up the dollar amount or anything like that. I don't think it'll hurt him. Even if he does say anything, I don't think it would hurt him anyway. Because at that point, he's just kind of defending himself, speaking his piece. Now it depends how he does it. If he's ignorant about it and tries to see Draymond every day, hey, I'm not mad at that, but an organization might not be pleased with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I feel that.
You saw Lamar Jackson's tweet?
Yeah. He said Draymond.
He said I be GBG every day.
Yeah. Nah, for real. And it just kind of makes me think because I was already thinking that the Warriors are going to easily be in the playoffs again this season. I still do. Like the Warriors they're a dynasty, man. They they deserve all the credit in the world. But like we talked about a few pods ago, we brought them up. I wonder if they do, and we all speculating here, but if they do move Draymond, what would that do to them, the organization? Like, what is he taking with him if he does go?
Yeah, probably be taking some of that tenacity, defensive leadership, accountability, those type of things. So Draymond's always gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah,
he's always gonna play hard. He might not play great, but he'll be out there, at least on defense, but giving you some solid minutes. But at the end of the day, like that'd be kind of like losing the donkey in Shrek, you know?
I see where you're going with it. I really do.
Not just the fact that he looked like him, but the fact that he's kind of that character that's not necessarily the main character. He's not Shrek. He's not Fiona. You know, he's not Steph, not Clay. But he does provide a vital role in the story, in the way things go.
Look, not even the dragon. Dragon was a side character, but that did a lot. But not even the dragon. You know, like
the dragon was KD.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
The Warriors dynasty turned into a Shrek reference. You heard it here first.
Dragon was KD. Well, yeah, I could see that he might be Donkey. You know, look comedic relief.
Not for real.
It's funny because the Donkey was voiced by Chris Rock, and Chris Rock took a slap and he didn't, give it. But
that's funny. So what is Jordan Poole like? Puss in Boots then?
He might be Puss in Boots. Who knows? But
yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, hey man, that's gonna start off our NBA. We're gonna be right back with the NFL and some division leaders in our pick segment. So y'all, return. We'll be right back.
Baby. Take a break and roll a sticky, let it high.
All right, and we are back here in the break room, episode 63, getting into our division picks for the year. We forgot to do it a little earlier, so we're going to give it to you now. Got 4 games down in the schedule, so we're about the quarter way of the season. We kind of see what teams are working with right now. And I want to start off in the NFC East. I think this will be the Eagles division for the taking, currently sitting at 4-0. And, I mean, they're just looking just nasty. Offensively, they're getting it whatever way they want. If they need to sit there and run the ball for 3-4 touchdowns a game, they can. If they need to air it out for 3, they can. Defense looking stout. Pass rush looking good. I think the Cowboys not having Dak Prescott is going to hurt them in the long run. Yeah, they're 3-1 right now. And I don't see the Giants being much of a contender for the division title, so I'm going to take Philly.
So I'm going with Philly too. And beginning of the season, if you would have asked me this, my answer might have been a little bit different. But yeah, man, the Eagles looking solid on all the way around. The Cowboys, I really ain't got nothing else to say. Even though Cooper Rush has been mildly surprising, but they need Dak, man. They need the Cowboys are just the wins they have. You feel like they should have, but at the same time, they're still in that limbo area. Like every game could go any way. The Eagles, whenever you see them play, it's like, okay, no, they came to play. They showed up every single game.
All right. What about in the NFC West? I'll let you pick this one first. Let's go back and forth.
Man, so with the NFC West, I'm really gonna go with the 49ers, and it almost feels a little sacrilegious to say that. In the beginning, I wanted to go with the Rams, but the Rams have just. I spoke about this early on, like jokingly with Allen Robinson, them underutilizing them. They're just not. They're not using everything they have, and I'm not just speaking about him in general. But then that I saw against the 49ers. And that was what Jimmy G's was that his first game back?
Yep, starting. Yep,
his first game starting. I don't think they're going to start rolling even more and more. The Cardinals, I know what they are. They're not even starting off as good as they normally do. So I'm almost really kind of flushing them down the toilet and picking up my plunger with it. The Seahawks, I don't believe in Geno Smith. So that's really about it for me. But I'm going to go with the 49ers on this for the NFC West.
Yeah, I picked the 49ers last year, and they disappointed me a little bit. But I'm going to pick them again this year. Their defense is looking really good. They've only allowed 46 points through the first 4 contests. Compare that to the Rams, 94. Cardinals are giving them 103. Seahawks giving them 115. But they're all sitting at a 2-2 record. I think that once they get Jimmy rolling again, I think he'll beat Jimmy G. I don't think he's going to be anything spectacular. He's not going to elevate the team. He's just going to take what's there, probably screw up, a couple more times than he should. But I honestly just think the 49ers are the best coached team in the division. They have the Rams number when it comes to the regular season. Kyle Shanahan over Sean McVay.
Understood. I feel that. So,
all right. What about the NFC North? I'll take my pick here first. Still going to take Aaron Rodgers.
I'm exactly with you on that one. The thing is,
I just don't trust Kirk.
I just don't, man. They have such a solid team around. I'm waiting for them to figure out that you can't do it with Kirk Cousins. You just can't. Like, we've always, a lot of people who watch the NFL, people who just like, or other media members, people put Kirk Cousins around that cliff of good to great. You know what I mean? If you're better than Kirk Cousins, then you're pretty good. But if you're worse than Kirk Cousins, then you're really bad. And their team is so good, but it's like I say, it's really just Kirk. So I can't go against Aaron Rodgers. The Packers are 3-1 right now, like I said. They're undefeated at home, just like the Vikings. But the thing is, it's the points allowed. Only 69 points allowed, the fewest in their division.
Yeah, their defense is nice.
Yeah, so it's easily the Packers.
All right, let's take a look at the NFC South. I feel like we're both going to have a quick, easy answer for this one.
Give me Tom. Give me the Bucks.
Yep. Tampa Bay.
That's it.
They're just easily the best team in that division. I don't even think it's any type of conversation.
No, it's non-debatable.
Yeah, they're sitting at 2-2 right now, but Tom Brady missing time. He's going through a divorce right now. I would hate to see what type of just run he's about to go on, probably.
Oh, yeah. The whole little cycle thing, man, if he end up doing all that, bro, it's going to be ugly.
All right, let's go ahead and jump it over to the AFC. Let's start off in the East. You got the Bills and the Dolphins sitting at 3-1 right now. Jets at 2-2. Patriots at 1-3. Probably the biggest surprise here so far to the first 4 weeks. But I'm going to take the Bills, but I think the Dolphins might be more contending than most people want to give them credit for, especially now that Tua has this just wild concussion sequence going on right now.
Yeah, that was crazy seeing that, man. Like I said, I think he got transported to the hospital that same day. But then I think the team, they saw him later that day or something like that. He gave him a thumbs up, and I always wish him a speedy recovery, obviously. But also I'm going with the Bills too. The defense is just so easy. And that the game they had against the Dolphins, it wasn't quite the gunslinging match we thought it was going to be. I'm not going to say low scoring game, but moderate scoring game. But yeah, I just see the Bills being a lot more long lasting down the stretch of the season versus the Dolphins right at this point.
Yeah, and that was a very tight game. And the Dolphins did come out on top 21-19, but I still think this is the Bills' division to win. They got the better quarterback. They got the better defense. The Dolphins do have better weapons, and that, can move the needle a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think the Bills' defense is going to be the difference maker for this division. Agreed.
So with this one, man, the AFC West, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders, man, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. They just have it. And the thing is, these other teams, granted, I'll say this. The Chargers had a real tough start to their schedule. They had two division games at the beginning of the schedule. So hey, life isn't fair, but yeah, they had a real tough start to their schedule. But I do just like the Chiefs. They're rolling, man. Like I said, as far as the points they're putting up is really well. They look real efficient. They're not really having the defensive lapses like they were last year, and the offensive head mistakes like they were having last year as well. They definitely learned. They're not really struggling as much as I thought they would without Tariq. It changed their offense. It did, but Patrick Mahomes, I guess he's still Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek, you lost a weapon, but he definitely has a skill, and you have other receivers who did pick up the slack. So I'm still rolling with the Chiefs on this one.
When you have teams that are as like competent as the Chiefs and the Chargers, there's a couple things that like move the needle for me: quarterback and coaching and defense. On paper, the Chargers got a better defense, but in between the wide lines, the Chiefs have shown better. I think Patrick Mahomes is still better than Justin Herbert, and I think Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches of all time. I think Brandon Staley's a good coach. He's very aggressive. I like that. But I just think that the Chiefs, at the end of the day, are probably going to run away with this. I think it's going to be very tight. I think the Chargers will still make the wild card for sure. They'll probably be the top, probably the top wild card seed. But I got to take the Chiefs.
Okay, man. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Moving on to the AFC North. So this, to me, is the toughest one to go with right now. Because the Browns, you have, granted, Deshaun did not have a good preseason. But the last time we saw him in an NFL game, he led the league in passing, which was 2 years ago. But at the same time, Deshaun will bring a whole other element to the offense. So it's hard for me he's going to come in with game 11, right?
12. Yeah, week 12.
Week 12, there we go. He's going to come in week 12. And so at that point, you still have, 12, 13, 5 games. So it's, I almost want to say it's too early to say. I mean, as it stands right now, I'm going to go with the Ravens. But, I'm not in love with that just because, I don't know what Deshaun's going to do to the Browns.
Yeah, I'm picking the Ravens right now. Lamar Jackson is probably the best quarterback in the league right now. I mean, he's got 11 passing touchdowns. That's the most in the league. The efficiency stats are fantastic right now. He's still able to run around, get it done with his legs. And I mean, he had 2 games of over 100 yards on the ground this year, and then he scored in both of those. And on top of that, he's been airing it out the way he has. And as long as they can stay healthy, especially on the back end, I think they're going to win this. Because if I'm looking at the Browns and I'm like, I'll have to wait till week 12 for your, chance to try to take over this division, that's a long ways away.
Man,
we'll be here soon, but I just feel like the Ravens are going to take this one.
Yeah, and I really, so badly, I want the Ravens to make a move for Odell. But, that's wishful thinking because, I'm hearing a lot about the Packers, but I really wish the Ravens will make a move for Odell. But
that would be nice. That would be good media coverage with them for sure.
All right.
All right. Now we got the AFC South. And this one was supposed to be the Colts and Titans, without any real contest.
Yeah.
But the Jaguars have gotten off to a decent start. Them and the Titans are sitting at 2-2. Colts are sitting at 2-1. And the Texans at 0-3-1. This one's difficult. Give me the Titans. I don't love it.
Okay, see, for this one, this might be the first one we differed on. So I'm going to go with the Jaguars in this one. And also, I'm probably going to go with Doug Peterson as an early coach of the year vote because what he has done for the team is amazing. Also, that rookie linebacker they got, I can't remember his name, but he's been balling.
Devin Lloyd.
Yes. Oh, yes. My goodness. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Jaguars on this one. And it's really looking like I said, I teased it a few parts. I think Christian Kirk and Trevor Lawrence are going to be a top 10 duo this season. You good?
Yeah, I hit the stand. So I was like, hold on, man.
I'm going on my connection because I was like, oh, dang, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So, okay. That's probably the first. I think that's the first one we differed on.
I believe it was because, I thought you were honestly going to go the Rams and I was going to take the 49ers. Both pick the Packers. Both pick Philly. Both pick Tampa. And then in the AFC, we both went the Bills, Chiefs, and the Ravens. So, the AFC South is the only one we differ on as of right now going into week 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay, man. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm with you. The only thing, what do you think? I didn't ask you this about the AFC North. So what do you think about Deshaun's return?
I think it might just be too late at that point. I mean, if they can keep their head above water and chill around 500, that might help them make a push to get into the wild card. But I still think the Bengals at some point are going to kind of put it together. They've gone off to a pretty slow start, but they've won their last 2 games, so they're sitting at 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
I just honestly don't think there'll be enough time for Deshaun to get into a groove and then make a push to win the division. But that's also bearing on the rest of the division staying healthy, which we saw last year. The Ravens were the most injured team in the league.
Absolutely. And last little thought before we go to break.
Oh yeah, I got one more too.
Oh, Kenny Pickett. What do you think? I read your
Remember
mind.
what I said? Mitchell Trubisky will start no more than 4 to 6 games for them.
You did say that.
And here we are. Last week, week 4, Kenny Pickett got the start. It was not good. It was not good. I'm not going to overreact. It's his first start, but if he can get the faster he can get to playing how he did in the preseason, the better it'll be for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That is very true.
He's got to play in rhythm. He's got to play within the offense. He's got to play within structure.
Yeah, the only thing about this, man, I just hate this for Kenny Pickett because the Steelers do not have an easy schedule. They got the Bills tomorrow. They got the Bucks after that. They got the Dolphins after that. They got the Eagles after that. They got the Saints after that. Then they got the Bengals. All these legit defenses. Like, so just say I want the Steelers to succeed. I really do. Like, I really want Mike Tom to keep his record of never falling below 500. But it's just looking like it's looking tough. But at the same time, I thought last year was going to be the year he loses his record too with Big Ben. So,
barely edged it out.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, man, we're gonna be right back with our pick'em segment, next segment. But follow us on the Breakroom HOU on Twitter, and then follow us at the.breakroom.podcast on Instagram, and then follow us at the Breakroom Podcast 1 on Facebook, man. So yeah, y'all take it easy, man. We'll see y'all in a minute.
For the future, Ben Franklin, no. You ain't gonna catch me in the type of places everybody go. I know exactly what my hands is for to carry a lot of dough. I had no pot to piss, I had to fist, can't sit around and bone.
Take a break and roll a sticky, let it high. Not to break the relationship, at least I try.
Yo, what's up? And we are back here in the break room for our final segment, man. One of y'all's favorite segment during the NFL season. Go and cue that music up. Yeah. But coming up first for the game Sunday, tomorrow. We're recording on a Saturday. So yeah, we didn't even say that in the beginning, but yeah, we recording on Saturday. So we got the Giants and the Packers at 9:30 a.m. You got
8:30 a.m. if you were in Houston, in Texas, Central Standard Time. That's a London game.
Mm-hmm.
By the way.
No.
Packers and Giants.
Packers. Agreed.
Ooh.
For the next game. Yeah.
Ooh, your 2 favorite teams.
Oh yeah. You know what the crazy thing is? So the next game we got tomorrow at 1. We got the Lions and the Patriots. Give me Detroit. I ain't gonna hold you. Give me Detroit on this.
Yeah,
one.
I would say give me Detroit.
Okay.
I like how they've been playing recently. All right, what about the Chargers and the Browns?
Actually, on this one, give me the Browns.
Okay. I'm taking the Chargers. So there we go. We got our first deferring picks. So yeah, I'll definitely take the Chargers in that one.
That is cool.
Next game, Texans and the Jags in Jacksonville. Give me Trevor Lawrence.
Same, give me the Jaguars. Even though the Texans have been so surprising, like that game against the Chargers. Man, they
contended. It's like last year they blew them out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe they got some practice footage of the Chargers or something.
Spygate. You know what I mean? Something going on, man. You got people from the Patriots organization. So, but yeah. So So we agree on the Jags, and I don't really think it's too much to go with it. The Texans are kind of inept. So moving forward. Also, tomorrow, we got the Bucs and the Falcons tomorrow. Just so y'all to know, I'm out here in Atlanta right now. But give me the Bucs.
Yeah, TB12.
Yeah. Another non-debatable.
Marcus Mariota's been playing pretty good though. He's not bad. Been surprising. Marcus Mariota's been like surprisingly decent.
Yeah. Another 1 p.m. game tomorrow. Steelers and the Bills. I predict an absolute slaughter. Going for the Bills on this one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a rough day for Kenny Pickett. A rough one. Give me the Bills.
Yeah.
All right, what about another division game? You know, we got a couple here so far in our first handful of games. Dolphins and the Jets.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins on this. I think this one actually going to be pretty competitive, to be honest with you.
That boy Teddy Two Gloves getting a start.
Man.
Give me the Dolphins.
Okay.
Man, what's up with all the division games? Vikings and the Bears playing?
Yeah, we're about a quarter way
in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Justin Jefferson. I can't take Kirk Cousins. I'll take Justin Jefferson.
I feel that. Okay, same. I'm gonna go with the Vikings too.
All right, and we got 2 more noon/1 games. Titans and the Commanders. Ooh.
I don't like this one. I'll be honest. I'm not.
I feel like they kind of match up well against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Titans.
I'll go with the wild pick. I'll go with the Commanders. I'm not.
See, I feel like this would be a game where like Carson Wentz would randomly just have like a 350-yard game, like 3 touchdowns, and only like 1 pick.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, this seems like a game he could possibly go off on, because the Titans can't really stop anything, but they can almost do whatever they want to. So,
Yeah, I think that's going to be like one of those like 17-14 games. I think it's going to be kind of low scoring.
Mm-hmm.
It's that, or it's going to be Carson Wentz just dropping dimes.
Yeah.
He's just so volatile. Seahawks and the Saints.
Seahawks and the Saints. Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
This is very ignorant of me. I almost want to take the Seahawks just because they've been playing so good. But this game, it is in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints should win this one, right?
They should. It's one of those games. But their offense is so just it's.
You know what? Give me the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks in a little bit of an upset here.
Okay.
I am going to bank on Geno Smith just not holding himself out of this game.
3 years ago, did you think you would ever say that?
Never in my life. Ever since he left West Virginia.
Yeah.
All right.
With our next game, we got a 4:05 game. We got the Panthers and the 49ers. Give me the 49ers. Come on now. Please.
Yeah, Baker's about to have a rough day at the office. Give me San Francisco and them gold mining boys.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles and the Cardinals. 325, 425, whatever time zone you're in.
Mm-hmm.
In the desert. Give me Philly. I feel like they're going to keep it rocking.
Oh, yeah, give me Philly, too. I like this game, though. I think it's going to be good.
All right, and what about this team? A team that's playing above their expectations at this moment and a team that's playing below their expectations. Rams hosting the Cowboys.
This is so tough because while the Cowboys are doing better than what we expected, they're still beating the teams they probably should. They're still not operating outside of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough because, like you said, the Rams have been underperforming. Give me the Cowboys. Oh,
I know that hurt. Give me the Rams. I just think Aaron Donald's probably gonna terrorize Cooper Rush.
If he does, I wouldn't be surprised. It's just I think Michael Parsons will do really well at this game. I'll go with that, and I think their secondary they're good
I
enough
agree with that.
to stop a limited Rams offense. Let me say that.
That's crazy. They only got 3 games in that like 3-4 o'clock bracket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, most of the games are at noon or 1 o'clock. I mean, yeah, we're already on to Sunday Night Football. Ravens and the Bengals. Man, there's so many good division matchups this week. Give me the Ravens.
This is tough, man. I want to pick the Ravens, but at the same time, their defense is so pathetic. They can't stop anything. Like, the secondary is not good.
Dude, Jamar Chase lit up the Ravens last year, bro. I'm sticking with the Ravens. I'm sticking with Lamar. They're hot. Bengals defense is meh right now. It's not playing to the same it was last year. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Ravens.
And then but at the same time, Joe Mixon is having a horrible season. He's averaging maybe like 3 yards a carry. Like, it's Lamar does have the hot hand right now, and the Bengals do not have this. I gotta talk out the facts with myself. Like,
I gotta convince myself.
I gotta convince. Neither team has a great defense. Lamar is the better quarterback. The Bengals do not have a run game. I will go with the Ravens. I have to speak out the facts. Like,
hey, it's all right. Sometimes you just gotta list the pros and cons to yourself.
Yeah.
All right, and an AFC West matchup on Monday Night Football. Raiders going to KC to play Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Now, come on, give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs too. All right, so we had 4 different picks.
Okay.
I am taking the Chargers over the Browns. Who you picked?
Mm-hmm.
You picked in the Tennessee Commanders game. You took Carson Wentz. I'm going to take Ryan Tannehill. And then the Seahawks and the Saints. I'm reluctantly taking the Seahawks. Probably going to regret that one. And then Rams versus the Cowboys. Charles surprisingly picking the Cowboys.
Let's not say that twice.
All right. Yeah, we can go ahead and move on then. I know you don't want to harp on that too long.
let's say that I picked the Cowboys again. Like, I feel like that's.
Hey, I think these Sunday and Monday night games should be really good. I like good primetime matchups. You got teams that got quarterbacks with a hot hand.
Actually,
but I still don't even think they got the hottest hand out here in sports.
Mm-hmm. Actually, before we get there, oh man, that was a great transition. We got to do that Thursday game. The Commanders and the Bears. Doesn't that make oh man, it give you the stink face.
Give me the Commanders.
I'm just gonna say, give me the Commanders. Okay.
Bro, that's dude. Last Thursday night game between the Colts and the Broncos was hot trash.
Oh yeah.
Russell Wilson he's the only thing holding my fantasy team back from being just great.
Oh, you got Russ. Okay.
Yeah. But the man who has the hottest hand in sports right now, Victor Wembanyama.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. 7'2". Possibly the best prospect we've seen since like LeBron. People are overhyping him over Zion. 7'2", has the handle. He's literally like a KD out there.
Yeah, man, and I'm excited to see what everybody's talking. People talking about it's going to be a race to tank this season just for him. Also, the guy, the also projected number 2 pick. I can't remember his name. Excuse me, but for what everybody's saying, man, I saw a game a couple days ago, and he's the truth. He has post moves, but granted, just like Chet, just not a whole lot of weight on him, and you want to see how that translates. But
he still got like 30 pounds on Chet, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we'll see, man. It's just I don't say now we'll see. He's going to be the number 1 pick. That's not even a we'll see. He's going to be the number 1. Excuse me. But just how it translates to the NBA, because we know how when people say it about a certain somebody being the next KD.
It's some powerful words there.
Yeah. I mean, he turned out to be pretty good, B.I., but, not KD.
Not KD, yeah. But who's not? There's been a lot of things not hot recently in sports. You got Brett Favre out here embezzling $5 million of Mississippi's welfare money to help build new volleyball facilities. You got the Dolphins front office who is just getting drugged through the mud and then covered in chicken feathers and then lit on fire. And then you got Russ Wilson who's just dog water.
Yeah.
I'll let you take the pick.
Like who's not out of all of them?
Yeah. Like we got some options.
Man, the only reason. Okay, so Brett Favre, just because there's prison for that. I think he embezzled $5 to $6 million to take from like the state's welfare, and was trying to build a volleyball court for Southern Miss, which his daughter plays for volleyball. That's crazy. So definitely deserves jail time for that, especially when Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the country. That's
that part. They need that. They need that $5 million. That's literally feeding people.
Exactly. So the Dolphins front office is, it's almost like that. I forgot the coach's name already. Who had that?
Urban Meyer.
No, not.
Oh.
No, Dolphins.
Mike McDaniel.
No, the one who was the head coach, but then he got fired, and then it was about him losing. They were telling him to throw games.
Oh, Brian Flores.
There we go.
Yeah, so they had Brian Flores, the whole Tom Brady collusion thing, and then now mishandling Tua's head injuries.
Exactly. And so, man, they've just been. It's like, do you ever get tired of shooting yourself?
Apparently not.
I guess not. And then you got Russ. I'm a Russ fan. I want Russ to succeed. I was one of the people who was saying Russ was one of those guys who, like, you want to see him get an MVP just because he's been so consistent for so many years, but it was always somebody who just had an unreal season whenever he was like just balling. But Russ, to see him like just like this, and people bringing up Russ is on the decline. Russ isn't.
They're over here talking about Sierra should give Future another chance after the way he's been playing recently.
Wow. Just wow.
You haven't seen that on Twitter?
No.
Yeah, it's getting real disrespectful up in this mug.
Man, Russ has been one of the most consistent quarterbacks over the past decade. But I mean, it's what you do. What have you done for me lately? Not much. But yeah, just to pick, man, I'm probably gonna go with Brett Favre just because, like I said, man, Mississippi, one of the poorest states in the country. People need that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So yeah, man. That's been all for episode 63. 63.
63.
So yeah, man, that's been all for this episode, man. Y'all take it easy, and we will see y'all next time. Oh, no. Follow us on the Breakroom, HOU on Twitter, the.breakroom.podcast on Instagram, and the Breakroom Podcast 1 on Facebook. Follow me, the last _ king on Twitter. Follow my boy, man.
Evan Shumard, that's SHUMARD.
All right, man, y'all take it easy, man. We'll see y'all next time.
Finally! I got a whole lot of shots rolling and controlling, doing what I do. Breaking rules might make them don't be a stupid nigga, play you a fool. And I show you what I'm into. How the fuck you say a nigga changed up? You was trying to get your name up. I was here chasing paper. Sorry, to see you later. Turn the vapor. Alexander McQueen. That's what I rock on my feet. But I could throw in that Dior. Give me more.